What's up, YouTube? Tommy Forte back with another video. Um, Sometimes these videos hard to do, man, because it seems like a lot of people, they're into foolishness. People not really into truths. It seems like the more negative you are, the more views you get, and I get that. But I gotta just bring the real. And this video is about the Democrat Party slash Black Genocide Party. Straight genocide party. And we as a people, we so clueless, we don't even see it. We so uneducated, we don't even see it. I mean, you could be a lawyer, doctor. I know somebody who's a professor in Spanish, the language of Spanish. He teaches at a university. He's a professor of the language of Spanish. You know, um, don't matter. You can be a cashier. You can be somebody homeless on the street. You could be a senator. You can be a lawyer. But everybody seems to be fooled by this Democrat Party. And the reason why I call it the genocide party, there's 5 reasons why I say this is a genocide party. Okay? Number one, when we started being able to vote in this country, we didn't really start voting until the 1960s. Even though the 13th Amendment abolished slavery, the 14th Amendment guaranteed us citizenship and so-called equal protection of the law. And the 15th Amendment allegedly gave black folks voting rights. But then they started putting in policies to stop us, right? Number one, you had to be able to pay a poll tax. Black folks ain't have no money for no poll tax. We ain't have we couldn't afford no poll tax. We had the grandfather clause, which means if your grandfather didn't vote, you couldn't vote. Well, shucks, your grandfather was slaves. We wouldn't be able to vote. And then you had to pass a literacy test. So they did all kind of things to try to prevent us from voting, right? So let's talk about this Democrat Party. Once the 60s came and they started putting in voting rights and civil rights acts for black folks, Lyndon B. Johnson said, I'm going to make these niggas vote Democrat for the next 200 years. That's what he said. Okay. What did the Democrat Party do? Which again was started by the Ku Klux Klan. Some of them switched over to the Republicans. Some of them stayed where they were. But what did they do? First thing that they put in was the welfare system. Welfare system broke up black families. It said in order for you to get this government assistance, you can't have a man in a home. That broke up black families. Strike number one. Number two, what do the Democrat Party push on black people? Abortion. They said since the 1970s, they had over 30 million abortions. 30 million abortions, and more than 2/3 of those abortions was black. Came from black people. Abortions. So welfare system broke the family up. Two, now you're aborting children. Okay. Number three, what do they push on black folks? Democrat Party, if you notice. Homosexuality. LGBTQ. So if no black man is in the home, you're aborting babies, and now you're pushing homosexuality, you're trying to do what? You're trying to stop black reproduction. You're trying to stop black people from reproducing. So we got the welfare system, you got homosexuality, LGBTQ, you got abortion. Next, crime bill. Crime bill. You know, if you guys, Joe Biden was working on the crime bill in the 70s. He been working on it. He been working on that since the 70s. Who was his pals? Strom Thurmond, racist. John Byrd, Klan member. George Wallace, racist. George Wallace was the mayor, was the governor when those girls got bombed in Birmingham. These were his heroes, all Klansmen. So it wasn't no mistake you created the crime bill. That wasn't no whoops. That wasn't no accident. If you black and you think that was an accident, I got a cloud to sell you. Come over to my house. I'll sell you some clouds in the sky. So you got, again, let's do this all over. You have the first thing I said, you got the welfare system, broke up the families, LGBT, homosexuality, stop reproduction, abortion. Then you got the crime bill. And if you know anything about the crime bill, there was a man, he was doing 60 years for $20 a weed. His first crime, I think he had some office burglary. The second one was, I believe he stole some doggone hedges. And the third one, I believe it was, he got caught with some type of narcotics. And then, that third strike, he had $20 worth of weed. They gave that man life in prison. So you got all kind of black men in prison doing 60 years stuff like that. There was a black man they just let out of prison. He spent 30 years in prison for stealing doggone hedges that you cut the grass with. Hedges, 30 years. That goes against the 8th Amendment. That's cruel and unusual punishment. Another thing about the 8th Amendment, a lot of black people, we get caught, they get us down bad with excessive bail. In other words, if you steal a doggone Snicker bar, instead of giving you the right type of bail to get out, they give you doggone $100,000 bail where you can't get out of prison for stealing the damn Snicker bar. But let's continue. And again, the crime bill, Joe Biden, if you ever heard, those Congress sessions, he said it himself, rehabilitation was really supposed to be for the middle class who could prove that they was basically worthy of rehabilitation. So he wanted black folks locked up. But this is who you voted for. This is who you voted for. The next thing, the next reason that the Democrat Party is the Black Genocide Party that they push on black folks. Swirling. Now, when you think of swirling and when you watch TV, you watch movies and you watch, commercials and stuff like that, who's in these commercials? This is not the Republicans pushing this. These are the liberals. These are the Democrats that's pushing this. But who's in these commercials? White man, black female. Again, breaking up the black family, breaking up the black community, breaking up the black unity. But this is who we support. Even our spiritual leaders, the pastors, the church, this is who we support. So, again, I said there's 5 reasons why the Democrat Party is the Black Genocide Party. Again, let's recap. Welfare system broke up the black family. In the around 1968, 80% of black families had a man and a woman, a husband and a wife in the home. The 70s came, that broke all that up with the welfare system. 2, homosexuality, LGBTQ. If you ever watch movies, they purposely use movies like Colors and Boys in the Hood, and they push that gangster image on us, right? And then when they no longer need to use the gangster image, what did they start pushing on us? Homosexuality images for black men. That's 2. 3, that crime bill. That Joe Biden destroyed so many black families, so many hundreds of thousands of homes he destroyed with that crime bill. But that's your buddy. 4, swirling. Swirling for black females. So again, like I said, crime bill, swirling, welfare system, LGBTQ, homosexuality, and a welfare system. All of those things broke up the black community. And to this day, it has its foot on our neck. The welfare system, crime bill, homosexuality, swirling, and the welfare system. But these are the people that we support. And really, when I say LGBTQ, that is homosexuality to me. Abortion would be the 5th one. So there's crime bill, welfare system, homosexuality, swirling, and abortion. All targeted at the black family, black community. All pushed by the Democrats. Because Republicans, they don't push homosexuality. They don't push man sleeping with man or same couple marriage. They don't push that. They don't push swirling. They don't push abortions. They weren't pushing the welfare system. They weren't pushing the crime bill. Your friends did that. The Democrats did that. The people who we support and vote for. It's Tommy Forte. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one.